I am Ole Sauer, and we would like to show you the Berlin property market. Berlin, the city of growth. With its population of 3.6 million, Berlin has reached the status of a true metropolitan city with a population growth of 50,000 per annum over the last years. The growth requires additional office space of more than 1.5 million square meters, a fact which is still underestimated. Berlin, with 3 prime locations and 2 major development areas, with so little development activity and mostly pre-let. Office take-up, above 800,000 square meters in 2016, is facing so little completion of new developments at only 150,000 square meters in 2017. A vacancy rate at sub 3% shortly, no rocket science. Rental growth of 50% in the last 2 years is the answer. Let's discover Berlin from the inside. Prime West Kurfürstendamm, dominated by its High Street Kurfürstendamm with luxury retailers. With a 20% residential use, most buildings are listed and with a maximum of 4,000 square meters. Only very few new developments entered the market in the past 5 years. The renaissance of the West has definitely happened, and with excellent refurbishment schemes this market is now offering grade A office stock, although the vacancy rate is currently at an unbelievable 1%. This market has been undervalued for many years and offers rental growth in almost any office building. With less than 5 investment transactions per annum, this market will discover further yield compression and real growth. Prime East Friedrichstraße. Established in 1996 with first completion of Friedrichstadtpassagen. This market was suffering occupiers' acceptance in the beginning in 1996, with a record vacancy rate above 50%. It took 2 years until 1998, when the first notable letting to Coca-Cola with 8,500 square meters was recorded. Today, it is the finest business address with the highest occupational demand. Prime East will shortly expand at the north and south rim of Friedrichstraße with Checkpoint Charlie and Tacheles Quartier. With only 3 investment opportunities, yields are under pressure. Currently at 3.5%, yields will continue to drop towards 3%, and even lower yields can be justified with real rental growth. Potsdamer Platz, Leipziger Platz. One of the best known locations in Europe, second to none. An office market with 525,000 square meters in size, representing the heartbeat of Berlin. The entire submarket has ongoing development activities with the latest completion of shopping center Mall of Berlin and headquarter Gazprom. Although the submarket currently shows a slightly higher vacancy rate of 7%, it has undertaken big changes on the occupational side, certainly not a disadvantage in the last 12 months with increasing rents. Potsdamer Platz is currently reporting rents at 30 euros per square meter for larger office units and will discover vacancy rates sub 2% shortly. A submarket with only 48 assets, of which 5 assets have not been traded in the last 25 years. Did you know that 90% of all assets in this submarket have been sold at least once? Another phenomenal characteristics of this market. Europa City, a submarket since 2012 and purely characterized by new developments. Most developments are pre-leased, such as KPMG and 50 Hertz. But also other corporates like Total, White & Case and Mazar have relocated here and benefit from short travel distances to the new Berlin airport. Rental growth of 40% has been recorded over the past 5 years, with recent lettings at 24 euros. A submarket with 0.5% vacancy will provide further rental growth. Until now, Europa City has a limited amount of investment activities due to lack of product. Only 2 real transactions took place with Bertha Berlin and The Cube. High investment demand faces so little stock, and yields are currently discussed between 3.5 and 4%. Europa City has received bulletproof occupational acceptance from corporates within 5 years with exceptional growth opportunities, never experienced in Europe before. Mediaspree, only a working title in the early 90s, today one of the most sizzling development areas in the city. The story began in 2002 with the refurbishment of Universal Music headquarters, followed by MTV and Viva in 2004. With the beginning of the tech industry in 2012, Mediaspree moved into occupiers' and investors' focus. Today, home of Zalando, Mercedes and Porsche. Mediaspree offers excellent rental growth opportunities in the next 3 to 5 years, rents moving from €12 in 2012 to €25 in the near future, and will set the record mark of 100% rental growth in 10 years. Within the last 5 years, yields have been under pressure and dropped by more than 200 basis points, currently at 4%. Recent transactions, such as M1, East Side Shopping and Zalando headquarter, were on the basis of forward commitments, and this trend will continue. Berlin has been very dynamic in the last 3 years, and it will remain at the same speed in 2017.